yet another DIY blue box, 5-pound jewelry blue box unboxing. I have this one. I have two that just arrived yesterday from last week. Last night I wasn't able to log in right when they did their restock, so I was just planning on not ordering any. But I logged in like an hour later and they still had the DIY boxes, so I ordered another two. So they'll be here probably by this time next week, by the time I get started unboxing last week's. But at least I have a stockpile, so if I ever miss out on a week, I'm good to go. But I'm gonna do this one, and then probably before I get to the next one, I will have my thread up 25 pounds of men's clothing box to do, and so that'll be coming next. And then probably these. Clothes Mentor just switched to 70% off from 50% off on their sale. So that'll last at least another 2 weeks before they do their final clearance, and that will preoccupy my time for a while. But I haven't been thrifting or anything because I know that's coming. So anyway, here we go. All right, so there's my box, and before we get started, I want to say thank you to all of you that leave comments on my videos, helping me identify stuff, because I don't know everything. I'm learning as I go. But somebody commented on my last video on this bracelet, telling me to look a little closer at it because they had a similar one that was Tiffany. And after they said that, and I looked at it, I realized I've sold an Elsa Peretti Tiffany & Co. bracelet before that had these exact same hearts on it. Oh, mine was a necklace, I'm sorry. I sold a necklace before with these exact same hearts. So it took me a while, but I finally found, masked in all the tarnish, in the tiniest possible print, the Tiffany & Co. markings and the 925 writing on there. Still can't make everything out. But there it is. It is Tiffany & Co. So I was just going to sell this dainty little necklace or bracelet as just a kind of random generic sterling silver beautiful heart bracelet. But now I can add to the value a little and sell it as Tiffany. So that is definitely one reason I absolutely love doing these videos, because I learn a lot from every single box, not just from what I research in the box. There's always something new that I find and research, a new brand or something, but from the feedback that you guys give me. So I'm going to keep doing them. But here is what the inside of this next box looks like. If this is your first Goodwill Bluebox unboxing video, these cost $19.99. I'm gonna go ahead and dump this one out. They cost $19.99 plus $7.99 shipping. If you buy two, the shipping is still just $7.99. They restock every Friday at 5 p.m. Central. I think it's 6 Eastern. Same time every Friday. And they sell out pretty quick. I have given up on doing the their mixed boxes of like 15 to 20 pieces or whatever they are, because those sell out the fastest, and really for the value I end up with better value on this. Not sure what this material is. I think it's just plastic, but it's really cold and kind of heavy, so we'll have to figure that out. But I do love the color, and I'm not sure if that discoloration is, it looks almost like it's underneath inside the plastic. That's cool. Okay, so let's just get into it. Here's a pair of vintage clip-on earrings. A random agate stone pendant. Sometimes with those, if I have a chain that I want to put it on, I'll do that and sell it. Sometimes I just throw them in a craft lot. This is a pretty bracelet, unmarked. And obviously it's like brass or something. It's got the coating coming off of it. Getting to the easiest pieces to grab first. So here's a couple bangles. Don't see any maker's marks in those. Once I'm done filming as I pull everything out, then I go back through and take a much closer look at all of the pieces. And sometimes I see things that I didn't see before, but here's just a pretty black plastic bead necklace. I am a bit overstocked now on my jewelry, so I get a little picky about what I will list individually and what I deem worthy of just putting in a lot. This is really cool. These mixed metal things seem to sell really well when you've got all the different types of metals. And this one says made in India, which a lot of good quality jewelry pieces are made in India, especially a lot of the fancy seed beaded pieces. But I really like this cuff, so this would be one that I would sell individually and probably for around $20. Set it aside. Okay, let's see here. Scoot this back a little bit. And slide you this way. This is just a super cool spiked necklace. It's just on a string, but it's like the hematite metal beads, and that's definitely worthy of selling on its own just out of sheer uniqueness. Somebody would want that. Can probably get $15 to $20 on that. I will give a better value of what I think I'll get for pieces at the end also. This is just a fun leather love bracelet. It will go in a bracelet lot. Pair of tin earrings. Probably in an earring lot. A little pearl ring. It's pretty. I don't know, probably a ring lot, but I might sell it individually. I like it. Maybe I'll just keep it. This is fun. Bead stretch bangle. These look like very porous. I don't know if that's a coral or like a lava something. I'm not sure on the beads. These seem to be plastic, but these seem to be glass or stone. And no maker's mark on that one. But I will pay a little closer attention to it. This is rubber. Oh, it's a chew. Okay, it's a baby chew bracelet. Chew beads. There we go. Chew beads. So this is for Mama to wear around her neck while she's carrying the little one around so the baby can teethe on her necklace. They seem to be a popular thing these days. I saw a whole bunch of them at Walmart the other day when I was picking up some baby supplies. Never would have thought of it, but it's probably a pretty brilliant marketing plan. Here's a random coin. There you go. Here we go. Oh. It's one of the $1 coins, so I got a free buck. Just a random $1 coin in the lot. Already making my money back. Never found actual cash in one of these before. This is a fun pin. $18 leather, but it's all cracked up and messed up. So this will go definitely in a craft lot. This, oh, there we go. And a manatee, maybe? An earring. I'll set that aside and see if there's a match for it in this lot. Some more bangles. Let's see if there's any markings. Not seeing any there. Not any there. Very magnetic and very magnetic. So, nothing special on those. Setting all the single earrings aside. Find those later. Pizza Planet! Guessing that's a restaurant somewhere. Just a little pin earring. Here's a fun, just black enamel ring. No branding on it. It's a better finger. It's huge. A little too big for most of my fingers, but just throw that on. This, I have no idea what it is, but I'm gonna just throw that away. Don't think I need it. This, garbage. Another single earring. Shaking is often a great way to break up these tangles. Honestly, that's my first method before I go with anything else, is shake them out and something always falls out. But this time it didn't work so well for me. Let's just try to get this one chain undone. Okay. Get you out of here. My magnet was getting in the way. That never helps. And then this piece is stuck in there. Okay. So now we have a Guatemala leather cord bracelet. We have this. This is a really pretty rhinestone bracelet. No markings. But I do like that. And it's not missing any stones, so it'll either go individually or a lot. Since I have so much right now, it'll probably go in a lot. I had a really good lot sale on a bunch of rings, just random fashion rings, sold on auction for $31, and then they never paid. So a week later I relisted them, and now I think there's 3 days left in the auction and not a single watcher or anything. But there were 3 different people bidding on them the first time around, and it got up to $31. I start all of my jewelry lots normally at $9.99. This is really cool, but it's not any special metal. But I like that. And then this bent disc necklace. And I do appreciate your feedback, guys, on how I'm doing the videos, since I'm still working out the best. I don't think that's sterling, but it is not magnetic. I'm still working out my best setup for this, and so I'm trying to take any feedback into consideration as it comes in. I really like this one. No branding on it, but that's really pretty. I like it. I like it a lot. Another bangle. This, I think, is all one thing, whatever it is. Oh, nope, I was wrong. This fell out of it. Random, super pretty pendant. Thought that bump might give me a maker, but it doesn't. But that's pretty. Craftable, or it will end up in a lot. Okay, well, I think this is one thing, but it's one thing with a lot of little things stuck inside of it. So I just want to find out what the one thing is. Here's another something stuck in there. I'll figure this out by the end of the video. Get this earring out of here first. Honestly, this is one reason I like the DIY boxes, because some of the times that I get genuine sterling and Elsa Peretti bracelets and things like that is because they are so tangled amid a bunch of other chains that nobody else sorting this jewelry at Goodwill or ThredUp or wherever it came from wants to take the time to go through it. Nothing special on this one, and it's magnetic. I don't know. I think it's supposed to be a bracelet. I was gonna say maybe an earring, but I think it's kind of broken. But yeah, if you're willing to take the time and untangle all these mass chains and stuff, sometimes you'll find good stuff that nobody else was willing to take the time to get at. Just a fun seed bead, turquoise colored necklace. A little twisted up. This one will probably go in a necklace lot. Let's see, earring. Is that an earring? No. Earring cuff, ear cuff. Another bangle, very magnetic. This bracelet I like. It's another with kind of the mixed metals, copper and gold tone, copper and brass. Oh, it's got some silver intertwined in there. No markings, but I do like it. I'll probably list that individually. Random earring. Fun chunky purple beads. No branding on that. I like it, but I'll probably do it in a lot. And somebody mentioned in a previous video that the chunky jewelry is coming back in, and they're right. I have read that several places, so I'll probably do a lot just of chunky beads. Here is another fun gemstone necklace, and I had one almost exactly like this. I don't know if it was my last box or the one before it. But the other one was super long and didn't have any clasp. It was just one great long chain. But I like that a lot. I love these stones. Rose quartz and maybe amethyst. Don't know all of them offhand, but they are really nice. And these do seem to have some value. Not as much as you would think. I mean, people sell them for $10 or so, but they do have some value. I almost killed myself, stabbed myself on this pin. That is just one of the hazards of this job. And it's got another chain wrapped around. Here we go. Okay. So there's the pin, the brooch. It's got coins hanging down from it. That's kind of cool. No markings on the, oh, maybe. Nope, no markings on the back. But brooches have been selling relatively well for me lately, and I don't have very many of them up, so it might get a place in my store. And a piece of tape that got stuck to me. A little bow. And I can't tell if that's a missing stone. Just a darkened stone. But it's unbranded and just costume jewelry. Very magnetic. Probably go in a child's lot. And the children's lots don't do well for me. I had seen this in there and thought maybe there was a piece of gold in there, but it's just string. Just string. This also is just string. Nothing on it. Then there's this pretty star necklace. No branding. Just gold stars. be either like, I think probably about a 14-inch necklace, so either a short necklace on a woman or I'm guessing a child's necklace. Very magnetic there. I'd probably put it in a child's jewelry lot. They don't sell well, but they do sell. Some more random earrings. Have I found any branded pieces yet? I don't think so. Huh. This one has a dangle, pearl dangle, which might be associated with a brand of some nature, but no brand written on it. Oh, I guess that pearl dangle is just another one. There's a few of them spread out. So that's probably not the maker's mark, just the last bead on here. It is pretty though. Very long. I'd probably say you double it up, but I don't know. I'll have to look into that one a little more. This is probably a piece of an earring. It'll go in a craft lot. We're going through this one fairly quickly compared to normal. Shells and little beads. I've also read that the earthy stuff, the stuff made with nuts and beads and shells, is all coming back around and in style this year. Whether or not that's true, we'll see in my sales, but I have plenty of it, so probably do a big shell necklace lot soon. These has teeny tiny little sea snail shells, and the other ones, no branding. But yeah, I think I definitely have enough to do a pretty big shell necklace, shell jewelry lot for anything that I don't think is worthy of going on its own. It's a little gingerbread man. He'll go in a craft lot. I separate out anything Christmas themed in my craft lots. So hopefully next year I actually go around to doing some cool Christmas crafting. I did not. We just started doing it this year. Okay, this one does have a brand. And I'm gonna pull it away from you for a second. See if I can read that. Alright, I'm gonna set it aside and check that out before the end of the video. Some more earrings. Another rubber piece. And I don't know, I've found a ton of these lately. I don't know, are they meant for bracelets that you can give your baby to teeth on too? Because that would make sense, but I found so many of them. Do that many people really do that? I don't know. This is a pretty dolphin bracelet. No markings. The color's coming off of the edges of it, so not anything high quality. Might put that in a child's lot too, or just a general bracelet lot. I've had a couple of these too, leather hinge bracelets with the leather cording. This one's actually in decent condition. The other ones I've gotten were peeling up at the ends and not worth selling. This one I could see myself putting in a bracelet lot. Another little random bracelet. Nice blingy bracelet. Had a choker necklace that would match this in another lot. I think I've already got it listed for sale. It's weird, at the right angle those mix right in, but at the wrong angle they stand out a mile, look completely discolored. Probably go in a bracelet lot. Here's a branded random earring. I'll go back through the earrings at the end. This is a really cool tin painted butterfly, not attached to anything, but this guy would be awesome on something. I might turn him into a pendant or something. He's big. He's really big. Turn him into a pendant, or maybe even just a refrigerator magnet. I think I even have some round magnets that would probably fit right in there. Heck, that might have been what he was. Or he'd just be really cool on some kind of a art project. I don't know, but I like that. Earring, earring, earring. Bracelet. Gonna take this pearl ring off. It's kind of driving me crazy. Earring. Earring, earring, earring. Bobby pin garbage. Earring. Random bangle. No markings. Little lapel pin without the back. Supervisor. I should wear it. I'm my own supervisor. Nice vintage white bead necklace. Probably a necklace lot for that one. Finding a lot of stuff to lot up. This is just a cord necklace with nothing on it. I could keep it and use it for if I find a cool pendant to hang on it, but it's also pretty bent out of shape, so I'll probably just toss that one. I like saving chains that I can reuse if possible, but here is another bracelet, bracelet. I think maybe it was a necklace that I had in my last box that matched this, or another bracelet just like it. I'll have to look, but I think there was a matching piece that I haven't done anything with yet. So, lots of earrings. Hopefully I will find some matches at the end. Here's a little pin. What's it say? Carnes, sailboats, earring. Here is it's probably an earplug or something gross. I don't know what I was just touching. Another pair of vintage clip-on earrings, like those. Clip-on lots do better for me, I think, than regular earring lots. I don't know. People seem to really like their old clip-on earrings. And maybe there's just not as many lots of clip-ons out there as everything else, but this is a pretty bracelet. Not magnetic, but I don't think it's anything. Yeah, you can see like the brass color coming through under there. But I do like it, and it does have the 2 different tones, so that seems to have value for some people. Another earring. Ooh. Oh boy. Okay, so this is one of those charm necklaces, and this one is broken. And I'm guessing it broke in this box, which means there are tiny pieces of glass in this box. But they are designed for you to keep teeny tiny little charms in that kind of float around in there. I've had some before that were not broken, that didn't do too bad. You see the brand. Origami Owl is the brand. And here is one little charm that would have been in there. And I'm hoping that it broke before it got in my box, because there could be tiny little shards of glass in here. But Origami Owl does okay for me, and I could probably unclip, in fact I will unclip this bottom piece and sell the chain on its own. Keep the little charm out of it and get rid of this piece. But yeah, now I'm scared to reach right in. Let's see. Earring. Here's another pin. I like this one too. Vintage brooch. No markings. It's very lightweight. It's like plastic pieces, but I think it's still sellable. Not finding as much in this lot. Oh, that's fun. Santa hat. I'll set it aside in a sellable Christmas lot because I do those every year. This is a something. What is it? Anybody? Is it like a scarf wrap, scarf pin or something? Not really sure what this is, so if you know, let me know. Earring, 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 earring. The pile is getting much, much smaller now. And I don't seem to have as much of a tangled mess as I did in the last one, at least. I had to step aside for about 30 minutes almost to untangle some pieces from the last lot because I wasn't going to make you guys sit and watch me untangle for 30 minutes. So this is really cool, except it's missing these two stones. That one hasn't. These don't. So they'll be fun craft pieces, but otherwise I would have added this to my selling pile. This looks like it could be silver. Let's see. No markings. And it's magnetic, so just a random silver tone chain. Okay, this piece I've been eyeballing in there this whole time. These are fabric wrapped beads, and these are wood. And then these pink stones. Pretty sure that's just dyed pink, but no branding, no clasp or anything. It's just a slip-on, but definitely vintage. I don't know, I'll have to look and see if something like that has much value, but that piece is really cool. I didn't realize at first that those were cloth wrapped. I like that. And it's very odd that it's got such heavy, heavy stones on the back, and then this is all super lightweight at the front. But that, I think, will go in my individual selling pile. Okay, let's see. Earring off of here. Then this is also unmarked, but cool. I don't see any missing stones, so I really like this piece. I also have space at a local antique booth type place. Don't have to sell antiques, just unusual fun stuff. And some stuff that doesn't have a whole lot of value for selling on eBay or Poshmark or wherever does okay there, because I can mark it for $1 or $2 and just get rid of it. Kind of like my ongoing garage sale, because I hate doing garage sales. This looks like a napkin holder that somebody repurposed into a reindeer necklace. I don't know if I'd put that in my craft pile or sell it in my next year Christmas jewelry stash, but let's see here. What do we have? Tangled all up. Dun 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 dun. Okay, get this string out first. And then I think this is just hooked on. If I can pull that piece out. Seems so simple. It should be. Oh, and I see a branding on there. Let me get to it. Come on, come on. I'm gonna break it. Okay. So, this has this fun bow on this gold tone mesh necklace. And it would be a choker or very high up. Very short. Sorry guys, I knocked you over. Got distracted because somebody pulled up right in front of my driveway and parked out front of my house, but they're not here for me. I think I showed this one already. Okay, let's see. Okay, here is the mark. And focus. Sanderco. I will have to look that up. I'm not sure even if that's what it says, but it does look very high quality and interesting. And it has to be a choker because it doesn't lay flat. So it would have to be right up against your neck because there's no way to lay it down and wrap it around. Interesting. I have never seen a piece like that. That will go in my I need to check this out further pile. This might be some sterling here on this piece once it comes free from its tangles. If it comes free from its tangles. I'm going to set that aside and investigate soon, but I think that one's my best chance of sterling so far. Here's a fun pair of earrings. I love it when the pairs are nicely kept together. Here is another shell necklace to add to my shell pile. More earrings, lots of individual earrings, so I'm really hoping that some of these, oh, that one was a pair. Yay, I made a match. Hoping that I find some pairs in here, but, okay. Earring. This is an earring that might be silver. Another earring, another earring, a very small pile left. Ooh, this is cool. Oh, it's just a keychain. Funky lizard. I don't know what he says. That'd be something I'd just put for like 50 cents at my booth. Like having cheap stuff for sale there. I have not found any shards of glass yet in this pile, so hopefully that necklace broke long before they donated it. And I don't have to worry. Okay. This is crazy tangled and unbranded. Not really tangled, just necklaces like this annoy me. But anyway, it feels pretty cheap and it's unbranded and it'll just go in a random lot. Earring. What's this piece? Okay. So, it's got these tassels, not tangles, hanging down at the bottom. It's got this here, which would indicate to me that you would, oh, maybe you clip it in the front. Okay. So I guess you clip it at the front because I'm guessing those hang down. So, shorter necklace with the tassels hanging down. It's unbranded, but it's kind of unique. It has its own little unique charm to it. I'll think about it. Value-wise, I'm not seeing it so much in this box. I got this box at the same time as my last box, which I was super happy with, so I can't complain too much. You win some, you lose some. And who knows, there might be something left in this tiny little pile that excites me. Only spend 20 bucks on these boxes, so it's hard not to make your money back. In fact, I have never lost money on one. But that's a pretty necklace. It is unbranded. I do like the colors on it though. This will go in a necklace lot. Let me know if you've ever gotten one of these boxes that didn't have a single sellable piece in it. This is fun. This one I think I would sell individually. It's unbranded, but it is cool. I really like the look of that. Let's see. There's hairs in here. Gotta have the standard hairs in every box. I do like these beads also. But it'll just go in a lot. It's nothing special, unbranded, but it's pretty. I love the blues. They're fun. Okay, almost there. All right, to save you guys some time, I am going to untangle this bunch and this little bunch. Shouldn't take me long, and show off these last few pieces and sort any jewelry matches and be right back. Okay, so these were my tangled pieces, and I'm gonna start with the one that everybody would get most excited about, but I'm not sure about because it's another Tiffany, and how could I be that lucky? Although the other one, I'm pretty sure, the bracelet is pretty sure to be genuine. This one is the most commonly faked Tiffany item, are these Return to Tiffany tags. And honestly, I would believe this to be genuine, but the necklace itself, the chain, is marked 925 Italy on one side. And I don't think Tiffany uses that. And then the back of it looks like it says Tiffany, but it's not very well marked. Oh, that's the 925 side. And I don't think that's a genuine tag. Oops. Why, where's my Tiffany? There was a side that looked like they attempted to put Tiffany on it. And I can't get it to show up now. Maybe it's backwards. But I don't think Tiffany says 925 Italy on it, does it? I mean, I know it says 925. I'm not seeing the Tiffany at all now. I swear I saw a Tiffany mark. But anyway, the only reason I would assume it was fake right away, except there are no seams in the chain. And that's one of the easiest ways to spot a fake with Tiffany chains. Tiffany solders them completely together so that there's no signs of the link between them. And I don't see any seams at all in any of these links, which would to me indicate that it's real. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to look at that one a little closer, but it is definitely sterling. I tested it real quick, so I don't know. We'll move on. This necklace is unmarked. The chain is slightly magnetic, but this piece is not, and I will test it to see. Might be sterling, I'm not sure. This bracelet is Panama Jack, which is a brand, but not a very good brand. So a couple bucks for it, but I'll probably put it in a bracelet lot. This is an unbranded necklace, and the chain has the very slightest magnetic pull, but the flower doesn't, and it's a different shade of gold than the chain, so I'm guessing it's not original to it. I would think it's probably gold-plated, but I will test that and see what I can determine there. And then there's this mother of pearl, possibly painted flower pendant, unmarked, on a nylon cord. And then this is the one that I thought would be $9.25 sterling, and it is in fact marked $9.25 sterling on the clasp. And Italy, and that's all that dirt that fell out of my box. I haven't tested it yet, but I have no reason to believe it's not. Pretty sure it is. Really pretty heart with the inlaid stones. Gotta clean it up a bit. But I like that one, so that's definitely a seller. This one is Cezanne, C-E-Z-A-N-N-E, I think is how you spell it. I've sold Cezanne before, never for much, but I could probably get $8 to $10 for that. This is just a bunch of plastic beads, and this is just a fun little bracelet. Now I will say this was the reason for the tangles. Every single hoop on here has that gap in it, and all of those thinner chains, this one, the gold one was even stuck in there, the Tiffany one was stuck in there, these little loops were stuck in there. So almost every single one of these gaps down the line of this Panama Jack bracelet had little necklace cords stuck through them. So that was the source of my tangles, the culprit in the box. And that's the stuff that I untangled. And then I did not go through all these earrings yet, but I wasn't really seeing too many there's a pair. I like that pair. Ooh, that matched. Wasn't there a necklace or something I had? I think that matched the necklace. I'll have to dig that out. Okay, so I'm going to kind of determine the value of this stuff and sort it out, and then let you know what I think I will make for this lot. Alright, I'm going to jump right back in where I left off and start with this one. Just disregard anything I just said. It's definitely a fake. Obviously this triggered me at first, the little band here, but the real ones have two of them. They have one on this side and then one on the other side, and they're more oval, and then obviously the Tiffany & Co. is not so smeared. I can't even get it to show up on the camera. In person I can see it, but it's just very smudged in there. So I knew the chain was bad, but the real heart tags have on the back Tiffany & Co. also, $9.25, and this one does not. And it does test as silver, so it is definitely silver, and it's pretty decent on the lettering, but yeah, it's definitely a fake. So this one is not going to get sold. I might just keep it and wear it every now and then. I don't know. I don't mind wearing fakes. And it is silver, but I don't even want to put it in a scrap silver lot because I don't want anybody else to mistake it as real and try to sell it. So I'll keep it, or I'll destroy it or something, I don't know. Then here's the earrings that I found pairs to, but this one is broken, so this one's gonna go in a craft lot. And this would have been the one pair of earrings in the lot that I might have sold on their own because they're kind of cool, but they're broken. So I've got this pair, this pair, this pair, this pair, this big chunky pair, and then this pair. They will all go in earring lots. Then we have this butterfly that I am definitely going to do something with this guy. I don't know what yet, but I really like him. So I'm gonna hold on to him until I figure out what I want to do. This necklace, I was right that they were not originally together. It's two different shades of gold and they did not look right together. The chain tests as 10 or 12K and the rose tests as 14K. I would guess that the chain is plated, but I am not sure about the rose. So I am going to research further on that. But if that rose is really 14K, then I could probably get $100 just for that. If it's plated, I can put it on a nicer chain because I don't think it looks right on this one and still make some money off of it. So I'm just gonna say 20 bucks on that. Could be a lot more, who knows. Then we have this. I did have the matching necklace in my last lot, but I already put it in a necklace lot. So this is just gonna go in a random bracelet lot. This piece I still don't know. I don't even know what the design is supposed to be. So tell me if you know. But I think it's just gonna go in a craft lot. It's got like paint chipping off of it, so it's not anything that special. It just looks kind of cool. Then here's my $1 coin. So I've got my automatic money there. And then this piece tested as sterling, so it's gonna go in a random sterling lot. And then here are the pieces that I will be selling for sure. This pair of earrings, I did have the matching necklace too, so I'm gonna list them both probably together as about $15 and see what happens. Probably plan on closer to 10 for them. Unbranded, but they are super pretty. This is my sterling necklace and heart. I'm going to probably put this one up around $22 and plan on getting at least 15, but probably closer to 20 on it. These pins, I'm going to think I could get between 8 and 12 each on those, so those will be listed individually. These bracelets, I think I will list for 8, 12, and 20 individually. I might decide to list these two together, but I don't know. We'll see. This necklace was the one with the knot in it, and it's express. And I could re-knot that. It looked kind of cool. I'm not sure if that's how it was supposed to be or if somebody just did that on its own, but I'll probably just sell it like this with the multi-chain thing. Probably list that one around 20 and aim for 15-ish on it. This vintage necklace is pretty cool. It still strikes me as odd with these pink stones at the back and then everything else is wood and these fabric covered balls. I'll probably list it around 20 and just see what happens. I couldn't find anything exactly like it, but it's cool. This spike necklace I'll probably put up around $15. It's nice and heavy and cool and funky and somebody's going to want it. This was the Sandor necklace choker, and I only found a very few listed. I think one that sold around $30-ish. I'm gonna list mine maybe around 40-ish and see what happens, but I'd be happy with 20 even on that. It is really neat though. I just couldn't find a lot to compare it to. This is the origami owl. I just took the little charm and added it to the bottom, but people can add their own stuff. I'll probably put that up around $12. This is the really cool vintage piece, and you could actually wear it on either side. There's this side and then this side. So you could actually flip it either way and it still looks really neat. I'm gonna put that one up around $15. And then my gemstone necklace, I'll probably put up around 15 to 20 also. So that's all the stuff that I will list individually out of this box. I don't think it's that bad of a box. This could definitely be my killer piece out of it if that proves to be 14 karat gold for real. It does test, and I did try to scratch really deep into it to get a test, get it as accurate as possible. So I really want to believe that I've got a nice 14 karat gold rose there, but it is unmarked, and I do not trust just the acid testing because plating just shows up. Anyway, so that's what I've got. That's what I plan to sell this stuff for. It is definitely a money-making box. This piece alone would pay for the box. This piece alone would almost pay for the box. This piece alone would pretty much pay for the box. The express necklace is about what I spent on the box. So I think I've got some good stuff. Not my best box and not a lot of branded goods, but I'm happy with this. And then there's obviously a lot of bracelets and other necklaces being added to larger lots that will just contribute a few bucks here and there. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye, guys.